You guys know, who have been accustomed to my YouTube channel, we love talking about the current games that are out, the games that have been canceled, games that are in a limbo state or a state of no return, but we also love talking about the future of games, the next thing that's up and coming at some point or another, and we look forward to those things even if we just got a release of a title in a particular franchise. And in this segment of the show, we're going to be talking about Hitman in particular, guys. Whereas we're going to talk about Hitman 4, the continuation here of the Hitman franchise following Hitman 3, which obviously released not too long ago. We're going to talk about Hitman 4 because we do know some things so far about this upcoming title, and there are some things that may have been kind of given to us in somewhat of an Easter egg format through IO Interactive in Hitman 3. So if you haven't played Hitman 3, I would definitely recommend playing it, but also just be aware that there are going to be spoilers throughout the course of this segment of the show. So let's get into it. In an article, guys, written by Danny Paez of Screen Rant, Hitman 3 might have been the end of the World of Assassination trilogy, but IO Interactive has already committed to a Hitman 4 release. And that's huge, guys. Hitman 4 is coming in some format or another, whether it's going to be some kind of spin-off or somewhat of a soft reboot, whatever the case might be, we are going to be getting continuation at some point or another. Hitman 3 turned the page on Agent 47's 5-year journey, beginning with the release of Hitman in 2016, but the cold-blooded assassin's reign is far from over. While IO Interactive hasn't announced its plans for Hitman 4 yet, the developer has assured fans that the franchise isn't concluding anytime soon. There's tons of potential to push the game's universe even further based on how the latest installment ended, but Hitman 3 will be the last Hitman game for a while. So I think we can all understand, guys, that Hitman 4 is still going to be a number of years away, most likely. Just getting done with Hitman 3, they're certainly going to be trying to support this as we go, and it seems that Hitman 3 did well from just a financial success for IO Interactive. I mean, it's, obviously a very large franchise. It's got a nice sized fan base. So this is something that definitely, deserves to continue and coexist with other games in this space, in the stealth kind of genre, action genre. IO Interactive has released its past 4 Hitman titles 2 years apart, but the developer has recently shifted focus to a brand new franchise. The studio is currently working on a new game tentatively titled Project 007, so Agent 47 will take a backseat to James Bond for the time being. So Project 007, guys, from IO Interactive, that's another game that's definitely going to be something we're going to talk about here on the YouTube channel, because I'm really excited to see what IO Interactive is able to do with that franchise. But let alone, guys, we know that with Hitman 4 coming out, they're working on 007, which is a great, probably another great universe for IO Interactive to get involved in. Hitman is certainly one that they'll probably come back to after Project 007. So IO Interactive actually stated its commitment to the franchise before Hitman 3 was even released. The developer's co-owner, Christian Elverdam, told Game Informer on December 31st that he felt good about walking away from the franchise after concluding the World of Assassination trilogy with Hitman 3. Elverdam reassured fans that while Agent 47 will be on hiatus for the time being, it's not the end of the Hitman series at all. That was abundantly clear during the ending of Hitman 3, which we're going to get into those spoilers here now, guys. But what I will say is this: even though, IO Interactive felt good maybe about walking away from Agent 47 because it's like the conclusion, even that though, when we saw the ending of Hitman 3, it's definitely not the end, guys. And I think we would all be really bummed out if it was like the ending that we got in Hitman 3, if that was really going to be the final moments of the Hitman franchise. We definitely would want to see where it goes from there. So here we go. Hitman 3 was teased in the release of, Hitman 3 teased the release of Hitman 4. So the final scenes of Hitman 3 see Agent 47's handler, Diana Burnwood, seemingly betray the title's longtime protagonist and turn him over to the Constant. Setting up Agent 47 turns out to be a ploy to get him to kill the Constant so that Diana can assume the position herself. The final mission orders Agent 47 to find and take out Arthur. Players have the choice to kill him or wipe his memory, which results in the same conclusion. From there, Agent 47 appears to walk away from his life as a murderer for hire, but his work is far from over. Hitman 3's epilogue picks up a year after Arthur's assassination and shows Fan a final conversation between Agent 47 and Diana that plays out as a cutscene. He says, I chose this path because I can. There will always be people like them. So there will always be people like us. Diana responds with, no one is untouchable, which brings a smile across 47's face and makes him say, it's good to be back. So obviously, guys, there's more to come, right? I mean, now you could say maybe they'll kind of conclude it in, DLC, future DLC for Hitman 3 or something of that nature. But the fact of the matter is that it feels like, from what IO Interactive is saying to what obviously happened at the end of Hitman 3, Hitman 4 is coming. Whether it's going to be called Hitman 4 or something else, like I said, spin-off or something of that nature, certainly would be interesting. We talked about, you guys can check out all of my Hitman content here on the YouTube channel, but we talked in previous, videos, guys, before Hitman 3 released. We talked about some of the things that we wanted and some of the things that might have been intriguing about the way that they could end the World of Assassination trilogy to, set up the future. One of those things being maybe Agent 47 passes the torch onto another character and you take, helm of that character in the future installments of Hitman. It sounds like 47 is not done yet. So that's exciting to know that we'll still be able to play as him. Obviously, we'll have to see kind of what that looks like in the future. It'll be, without a doubt, guys, I'm incredibly excited. I was very pleased with Hitman 3. I don't know what you guys thought about it. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. I know it's certainly every game in a major franchise like Hitman has people that, there's pros and cons, right? No game is perfect. And so this one is no different. It certainly had its flaws, but it also had some great moments, to say the least. A new chapter of Hitman will eventually be released with 47 and Diana as equal partners as opposed to their past handler and tool relationship. IO Interactive hasn't announced exactly what it has planned for the franchise after Hitman 3's World of Assassination trilogy, but Agent 47 is by no means decommissioned. Just don't expect anything before Project 007's release. And I agree, 100%. I think that what we can expect, guys, is Project 007, when that releases, then we can really start talking about, okay, what exactly is Hitman 3 all going to encompass? Like, where are they going to go from here? The main thing is that Hitman 4 is confirmed to be coming out, right? So it's kind of similar, I always bring up like Gears of War and kind of what Gears of War's been doing, but Gears of War, guys, obviously after Gears 5, Rod Ferguson, the studio head over at the Coalition, had stated that Gears 6 and Gears 7 were confirmed and said that they were coming at some point or another. It sounds like it's something similar here with IO Interactive. They're not kind of committing to more games than one, but I would say that from what they're kind of stating, it almost sounds like they're planning like maybe another trilogy or something of that nature. So that's what's very exciting. The biggest thing here, guys, is Hitman 4 is coming. It's confirmed. We are going to get a Hitman 4 at some point. Whether it's called Hitman 4 or something else, it's very exciting to say the least, and I would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. And for more Hitman 4 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.